Hey guys, so today we are going to do an ab circuit. It's going to be 4 rounds of 7 different movements. Some will have a number of reps and the other ones will be like 30 seconds, or you'll do one side for 15 and then do the other side for 15. As we go through, I'll kind of explain different modifications that can be done if they're too hard. So we'll get started with a warm-up. So for the first part of the warm-up, you're going to do 15 air squats. So and then the next thing you're going to do is 8 side lunges, and you're going to do 8 to each side. So, and then you'll do 8 to the other side. And now you're going to do 8 lunges, and they're just going to be normal ones, and you're going to do 8 each side again. And so and then you'll do the other side. Okay, so for the next exercise, you're going to do the heel to butt. So you'll push your heel up your butt. You're going to do 8 each side. And then the next one you're going to do is the knee to your chest. So it's going to be like that. And you're doing 8 each side again. And now you're going to do, they're called tin soldiers, and so you're like that, and you're doing 8 each side. And then the next thing we're going to do for the warm-up is going to be scoops. The last exercise in your warm-up is going to be scoops. Now put your foot in front and just kind of dip down. Now once again, you're going to do 8 reps to each side. If you have room to walk and do them, you can. I don't have a lot of room to walk and do them. Okay, so for the first thing in the circuit, we're going to be doing a downward dog to knee drive, and we'll be doing it for 30 seconds total, but you'll do 15 seconds to one side and then 15 seconds to the other side. So you're going to want your phone or some type of timer to keep track of the 50 seconds. So I'm going to set my timer to 15 seconds, and So you'll start by getting into the downward dog position, and what you'll do is you bring your knee in, and then drive it up, and then knee in, and drive it up. And you're going to keep your core tight the whole time you're doing this. And then you just do this for 15 seconds. And so then you switch, do the same thing to the other side. You'll drive your knee in, and then up, in, and then up, until your 30 seconds is up. The next ab exercise is going to be alternating mountain climbers, and we're going to do this one for 30 seconds. And so this one, what you're going to do is you're going to be in like a plank position, and you're going to be crossing your leg over your body. And you're going to want to speed it up if you can. So you'll want to be like running it for 30 seconds. But if that's too hard, your modification would just be to like walk it in like that. So we'll start the timer. So your heart rate should kind of be up right now. And so we're going to move on to the next one, which is our third exercise. And we're going to do sit-ups. And this one, you'll be doing 12 reps total for this round. So a sit-up is pretty basic. You'll just be like this. Put your arms crossed on your chest. No. Make sure they touch your knees. If you aren't able to do that with your feet, not underneath something, a modification is to take your feet and like stick them underneath something to hold your weight a little bit to help you. And you'll just do 12 reps of those. The next thing we're going to be doing is V-ups. You're going to be doing 10 total for the V-ups. So what you're going to do for a V-up is you're going to lay flat on the ground like this, and you're going to come up into a V. A modification for a V-up is to keep your You're going to keep your back straight, and you'll just move your legs in and out, and you can hold yourself up with your hands. So you'll just kind of move in and out with your body if the V-up is too hard. And so, like I said, we'll be doing 10 of these. So you can go down and start. The next thing is going to be toe touches, and we're going to be doing 20 of these total. With toe touches, if you have weight, you can use a weight, so you can grab like a dumbbell in your hand, and you're going to lay flat on the ground again with your legs straight up in the air. You're just going to crunch up for 20. A modification would be just to get rid of the weight and just put that down, and you go like this for 20. But it's really up to you, whatever is easiest. So we'll do 20 of those. So now we're going to do Russian twists. And if you're keeping track, this is our 6th exercise of the circuit. So for this one, for this one too, you can also use a weight like I said in the last one if you want to make it a little more difficult. Otherwise, you don't have to. So what you'll do for this one is, if you're using a weight, you'll grab your weight and put it up by your chest. You're going to want your feet lifted off the ground. And you're going to twist from side to side. And you're going to do 12 each side. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and then so on until 12. A modification for this would be to, if you don't have balance, like hold yourself up the core strength yet, you can do it with your feet down and still use a weight and have your feet just on the ground. Otherwise, just have your feet on the ground and you'll twist side to side without a weight. So then we'll do 12 of those. So for the last exercise of this first round, we are going to do a 30-second plank to end. And so once again, you'll need your phone or something to keep track of the 30 seconds on. And for the plank, for the normal elbow plank, you're down your elbows will be underneath your shoulders. You're going to want to make sure you're flat in the board. You don't want your butt like this, or you don't want your hips too low like this holding it. You'll want your body in a flat board. A modification for this would be to put your knees on the ground and still hold it in a flat board for the 30 seconds. You can also do it with your arms up, and so you could hold it like this too if you want. That's easier. To make the plank a little tougher, try to not hold your hands like this. Try to keep them out like this instead of like this. This just engages your core more. And so we'll start the timer for the 30 seconds. And when you're in the plank, make sure you're squeezing your core tight. So you would go through all 7 of those exercises, and that's one round. And what we're doing is we're doing it 4 times. So you would go through it another 3 more times around to be your 4 total rounds of the ab exercise. And then when you're done with all 4 of your rounds, you'll go into the cool down, which is going to be kind of our stretching part of it. And what we're going to do for this is going to be holding each one for 15 seconds, and we're going to go through this twice. So you'll go through it 2 times, and we'll start with the straddle, so your legs will be all the way out, and you'll start in the center, and if you need to, you can use a timer on your phone again to make sure you're holding it for that 15 seconds. You're going to hold it until you have like a mild to slight discomfort, and so you'll go and start your timer for 15 seconds. And then for this, after you do the center, you're going to go over to whatever foot you want to start with. You're going to do both sides. So go to that side and you'll hold that for 15 seconds. Try to grab your toe if you can. Have your hand like on your toe if you can reach it. Okay, and then we'll do the other side. And now you'll take your one leg and you're going to put it in, so like, if you can see it, you'll put this leg in towards the center. You'll still have your one leg out straight. And you're going to hold just to the one side again for 15 seconds. Alright, and then you're going to go to the other side. So you put this leg straight. Put the opposite leg in and hold this side for 15 seconds. Okay, and now we are going to go into the butterfly. So you'll take your 2 feet and you'll put them together, pull them in as close to you as you can. And then take your elbows and kind of just push them out. So you'll hold this for 15 seconds. Okay. And then we're going to go into a seal. And that's going to be like this. So you'll have your hips on the ground, and you're just going to kind of hold your front of your body up like this with your hands underneath you. Your feet will be completely flat against the ground. You're going to hold that for 15 seconds. You should be able to feel this in your core to stretch out your core a little bit. Okay, and then the next one you're going to do is the cat-cow. And this, again, should kind of stretch out your back and your abs. So you'll do that for 15 seconds. So you'll be on your hands and knees, with your hands underneath your shoulders. And you're going to go, you'll arch your back, and you'll bring it down. So you'll arch, and then bring it down. So you'll do that for 15 seconds. And then you'll go into, you're going to have your hands in this position, and you're going to go behind you, and it's just to stretch out your shoulders a little bit, and you're going to do that one for 15 seconds also. And so make sure your hands are right behind you. You can see mine. And you're just kind of pushing your chest up and pulling your shoulders back. Okay. And then, like I said at the beginning, you're going to go through that whole thing one more time, holding each one for 15 seconds. So you'll do 2 rounds of the stretching. And then make sure before you hit the stretching, the cool down part of it, you do 4 rounds of the ab exercises.